Welcome to e-learning resource for St. Teresa Higher Secondary School. Let's get started.
Good morning, children. Welcome back to Social Studies class. Before starting the class, let us pray silently. Okay, children, open your eyes. What do you know about agriculture? What is agriculture? The name of our 7th chapter is Agriculture. For that, first of all, you want to know what is agriculture. Agriculture is the science or practice of farming, including the rearing of animals and the cultivation of the soil. Agriculture is the science or practice of farming, including the rearing of animals and the cultivation of the soil. In short, cultivation of the land is called agriculture. Cultivation of the land is called agriculture. What is cultivation? Cultivation means to grow crops on land. To grow crops on land. Okay, children. Now let us start our 7th chapter, Agriculture. All of you know that India is an agricultural country. Agriculture is the main occupation of its people. Agriculture is the main occupation of Indian people. Occupation means തൊഴിൽ. More than 70% of the total population of India depends on agriculture for their livelihood. Population means number of people. More than 70% of the total population of India depends on agriculture for their livelihood. More than half of the country's income comes from agriculture. Income means varumanam, earnings. More than half of the country's income comes from agriculture. So, India is an agricultural country. In India, we have two types of crops depending on the season of cultivation. We have the kharif crops in summer and the rabi crops in winter. Depending on the season of cultivation, in India we have two types of crops, kharif crops and rabi crops. The kharif crops include rice, millet, maize, cotton and jute. The rabi crops include wheat, grams, linseed, mustard. Kharif crops in summer and rabi crops in winter. Okay, children, listen once again. Agriculture is the main occupation of Indian people. More than 70% of the total population of India depends on agriculture for their livelihood. More than half of the country's income comes from agriculture. Income means varumanam. So, India is an agricultural country. In India, we have two types of crops depending on the season of cultivation. We have the kharif crops in summer and the rabi crops in winter. Depending on their utility and the nature of plants, crops can be classified into three types. Depending on their utility and the nature of plants. Utility means usefulness. Depending on the utility and the nature of plants, we classified our crops into three types. They are food crops, cash crops and plantation crops. The rabi crops and kharif crops again classified into three: food crops, cash crops and plantation crops. The important food crops are rice, wheat, maize, millet and grams. Maize means cholam. Millet also a kind of cholam. Tena എന്ന് പറയും മലയാളത്തിൽ മില്ലറ്റിന് തെന. The main cash crops are cotton, sugarcane, tobacco, oil seeds and jute. Tobacco, പുകയില. Cash crops: cotton, sugarcane, tobacco, oil seeds and jute. The plantation crops include tea, coffee, rubber and cardamom. Cardamom, ഏലക്കായ്. Plantation crops: tea, coffee, rubber and cardamom. Okay children, now we can study about some of these crops in detail. First one is rice. Rice is the staple food of the people in India. Staple means main food. Rice is the staple food of the people in India. Hence, it is a very important food crop. Rice requires high temperature and large supply of water. So, irrigation facility is a must for cultivation of rice. Irrigation facility means facility for watering. It is a must for cultivation of rice. Cultivation means growing. Rice is the staple food of the people in India. Hence, it is a very important food crop. Rice requires high temperature and large supply of water. Alluvial soil is the most suited for its cultivation. Rice is grown as a kharif crop in the northern plain extending from Punjab to West Bengal. In the Brahmaputra valley and the coastal plains, rice is cultivated 2 or 3 times a year. Alluvial soil is the most suited for rice cultivation. Now, second one is wheat. Wheat is the second most important food crop of India. It requires cold climate. The water requirement is very low. Wheat is grown as a rabi crop in the entire northern plain except the Brahmaputra valley. Wheat is the second most important food crop of India. Then listen carefully. The water requirement is very low for wheat, but in rice requires a large supply of water. That is the difference between rice and wheat. Rice requires large supply of water, but wheat require very low water. Wheat is grown as a rabi crop in the entire northern plain except the Brahmaputra valley. Third one, sugarcane. Sugarcane requires plenty of water and fertile soil. Uttar Pradesh produces half of the sugarcane. Other leading producers are Maharashtra, Bihar, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. Sugarcane requires plenty of water like rice and fertile soil. Uttar Pradesh produces half of the sugarcane produced in India. Fourth one, cotton. Cotton is an important cash crop. It grows well in the black soil found in the northwestern part of the Deccan Plateau. Cotton is an important cash crop. It grows well in the black soil in the northwestern part of the Deccan Plateau. Cotton is extensively cultivated in Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Punjab and Andhra Pradesh. Extensively means largely. Cotton is largely cultivated in Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Punjab and Andhra Pradesh. Fifth one, tea. Tea is an important plantation crop. It requires heavy rainfall, but at the same time waterlogging is harmful. Children listen. Tea requires heavy rainfall, but waterlogging is harmful. Logging means കെട്ടി നിൽക്കുക, വെള്ളം കെട്ടി നിൽക്കുക. Waterlogging is harmful for tea, but it requires heavy rainfall. So, tea grows well in hill slopes with high annual rainfall. Tea is cultivated in Assam, Darjeeling and in the Nilgiris. Sixth one, coffee. Coffee is another important plantation crop. It grows well in cold places with moderate rainfall. Moderate means not high and not very less. Coffee grows well in Coorg district in the southern part of Karnataka. Coffee is the another important plantation crop and it grows well in cold places with moderate rainfall. Seventh one is spices. Cardamom, pepper, ginger, clove, cinnamon, etc. are some of the important spices. These spices are cultivated in Kerala and Karnataka. After independence, our government gave greater emphasis to agriculture. As a result, we could overcome the problem of food scarcity. Formerly, we were importing food grains. Importing means ഇറക്കുമതി ചെയ്യുക. നമ്മൾ മറ്റു രാജ്യത്തിൽ നിന്ന് നമ്മുടെ രാജ്യത്തേക്ക് ഇറക്കുമതി ചെയ്യുക. That is importing. Now we have surplus stock. This development is called the Green Revolution. Children listen carefully. What is Green Revolution? After independence, our government gave greater emphasis to agriculture. As a result, we could overcome the problem of food scarcity. Formerly, we were importing food grains. ഗോതമ്പൊക്കെ നമ്മൾ മറ്റു രാജ്യങ്ങളിൽ നിന്ന് ഇറക്കുമതി ചെയ്യുമായിരുന്നു. Scarcity means ഭക്ഷണധാന്യങ്ങൾ വളരെ കുറവായിരുന്നു ഇന്ത്യയിൽ. Now we have surplus stock. Surplus means large, very large stock of food. ഇപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് ആവശ്യത്തിന് വേണ്ട ഭക്ഷണ സാധനങ്ങൾ സ്റ്റോക്ക് ഉണ്ട്. Now we have surplus stock. This development is called the Green Revolution. This was possible because of many factors. Better irrigation facilities, use of fertilizers, use of better seeds, scientific method of farming, crop rotation and mixed farming are the important factors for the development of agriculture. The factors that led to Green Revolution, they are better irrigation facilities, use of fertilizers, irrigation means watering facilities, fertilizers വളം, നല്ല വളങ്ങൾ, ക്രോപ്സിന് ആവശ്യമായ വളം. Better irrigation facilities, use of fertilizers, use of better seeds, നല്ല സീഡുകൾ, seeds means വിത്തുകൾ, നല്ല വിത്ത് വാങ്ങുക. Scientific method of farming. Crop rotation means ഒരു ക്രോപ്പ് ഗ്രോ ചെയ്തതിന് ശേഷം ഒരു 3 മാസം ചിലപ്പോൾ 6 മാസം ഇടവിട്ടിട്ട് വേറെ ഒന്ന് അതേ സ്ഥലത്ത് കൾട്ടിവേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നതിനാണ് പറയുക ക്രോപ്പ് റൊട്ടേഷൻ. ആൻഡ് മിക്സ്ഡ് ഫാമിംഗ് മീൻസ് വിട്ട് പലതരത്തിലുള്ള ചെടികൾ കൃഷി ചെയ്യുക. മിക്സ്ഡ് ഫാമിംഗ്. They are the important factors for the development of agriculture and these factors led to Green Revolution. Though we have made great progress in the quantity of food production, we have to make progress in the quality of food. Though we have made great progress in the quantity of food, but we have to make progress in the quality of food. ഫുഡിൻ്റെ ക്വാണ്ടിറ്റി ഒക്കെ നല്ല പ്രോഗ്രസ് ഉണ്ട്, പക്ഷേങ്കിൽ ഫുഡിൻ്റെ ക്വാളിറ്റിയിൽ കുറച്ചുകൂടി പ്രോഗ്രസ് ഉണ്ടാകേണ്ടതായിട്ടുണ്ട്. Thus, now we are planning for a second green revolution in India. ഒരു സെക്കൻഡ് ഗ്രീൻ റെവല്യൂഷന് വേണ്ടി നമ്മൾ പ്ലാൻ ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്. To improve the progress in the quality of food. Okay children, I hope all of you understood this chapter. Now we can conclude the class here and meet in the next class. Bye bye. Thank you.